Hello everyone, welcome to another game of Parazoologists. Today we are going to have a wedding. Excellent. So after scouting ahead, Sebastian and Reyna return into the woods where Graves and Senna are in order to quickly report that what they've seen, the preparations that are being made for the big day. What's going to be the plan of action now, folks?
Okay, I got the thing ready.
Oh, if you could all log into Roll20, that would be real cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, how is the team going to handle this one?
So to clarify, and say, this message, we're not like there yet.
You're hiding in the trees at the edge of their camp. You've because half of the group passed their stealth checks extremely well. I'm just all of you are going to it's going to count as a group stealth check, and all of you are going to count as concealed right now. But you are Senna is only within 60 feet of the nearest enemy.
Okay.
I think that's just because of map limitation. We would probably be a bit further into the tree line.
Sorry, what?
I said I think that's just because of map limitations. We'd probably be a bit further behind the tree line.
Yeah, probably. But yeah,
Who went to scout?
Reyna and Sebastian.
So what did you see?
Well, Jonah has... I don't even know what I saw.
They're putting flowers up everywhere. They're rolling out the red carpet, and one of the knights is quickly tailoring something to look a little bit more formal on Jonah.
That's a lot to take in.
Yeah, I don't...
What does that even mean?
Is it like a ritual sacrifice or something? What?
Wasn't this all called the Great Hunt or something? This doesn't... What?
The thing is, whenever we looked over there in the very beginning, him and Titania were holding hands and all happy together. I don't even know how to wrap my head around what's going on.
Is that a good thing, or?
He did seem happy.
Well, I mean, if he's happy, then...
Let's just leave him here. Ooh.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
What about
real quick, I would like everyone to make a perception check for me.
Is it perception?
Yes, please. Reyna, you you're hiding in this oasis in the tree line, observing all of this. you when coming back to the group, uh, um, you saw like movement in bushes near where your friends are hiding, and you thought, oh, probably just a rabbit. The the creature like even though you're like whispering, it might have heard you and left, but it's still here. It's a tiny creature in a bush, and when you look over, you see some very human eyes peeking from beneath, from between the leaves, and looking at you.
Human eyes?
Yes.
Annabeth? Is that you?
Uh, uh,
Annabeth is
Tiny.
right in the like
Annabeth is like in the camp.
All right.
Also,
Who?
Clichette is here with you. You you hear a little voice go, "Hey, what's going on?"
Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
Ah. Uh. Well. Uh. 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 uh I tell you my name and you tell me yours.
don't.
Provide me something to call you other than it.
Uh. Uh. Absolutely. Verily, my name is Puck, and whether around or with, I like to. You hear something collapses that one of the knights who were setting up in over here. Like you see one of the tents collapse, making quite a ruckus, covering up what he was about to say. This little woodland creature with most of a mask, a little bow, elven ears, and some strange tattoos.
Die for them.
Like pops their head and says, "Now give me your name."
Oh,
Okay, the way you said that made it sound like a trap.
I never actually agreed to give my name.
Fine. Tell me what I should call you then.
Druid. My name is Druid.
You're not here, Jonah.
I know. I'm sad. I'm gonna mute myself.
Just call me Tree.
Tree?
Free.
Tree? Okay. All right. Tree, nice to meet you. Wow. Yeah. Okay. And you're. Hey. I was I was just hanging around, watching things unfold. You know, spying on the queen, things like this. Do you know who this little dude is over there that she's marrying? Cause I've not seen him around before, and they're really into one another.
He is a friend of ours.
So he's a friend of the trees.
Yes.
All right. Do you, uh um are you okay with your friend becoming is this like a sort of coup where your friend is marrying our queen to take over, or what's happening?
No.
Because she stopped an entire hunt to spare his life, and that doesn't happen very often. Usually they just shoot them dead. So
We're. I. They do know each other from the circus or carnival that they run.
oh, he used to be a oh, he's wait, uh I thought I thought they were on, I thought no elves other than the king and queen could go to the circus.
He's not an elf, though.
He's got pointy ears.
Yes, but he was born human. He actually only got those ears recently.
How?
At least 7 months ago, at least.
How?
We're not entirely sure. He died and then he had them.
All right, goodbye. And you see, he makes a dash for it and just runs off deeper into the trees.
Bye bye,
Mhm.
Puck. I liked him.
He's an interesting fella.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, real quick, I would like for everyone who has access to their character sheets to roll history, or if you think you have something that is closer to literature check. Ooh. Nice.
Hey,
20.
all right, I got some
Graves.
bad news. My mom left her computer at home, and I need to go drive it to her work.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's
you got to go for a while.
probably it's 40 minutes away anyway, so I'm probably not gonna be back.
Okay.
Got it.
So I got that
Yeah.
emergency and all.
That's cool.
I think we're gonna just make today a shorter game session, but we're gonna keep playing a little bit. All right.
Yeah,
I'm here
feel
now,
free.
by the way.
Nice.
Great timing.
Yacentis is here. All right. Well, we pull a switcheroo,
Hi.
switch players around.
Yes.
Bye bye, Graves.
hmm
Cool. Welcome. Yacentis, if you want to roll history,
Sure.
so Reina and Senna, as part of your education, you read literary education. You read Midsummer's Night's Dream, and you have a pretty good memory of like what happens in the plot, especially Reina. Sebastian I think read it, but forgot most of what he learned. Do the players know, like, as players, do you know what that play is? Do you want a quick summary?
I kind of do.
Okay.
I remember the vast summary.
All right. So, Bandit, please roll history as well for me.
Okay. History. This is normal.
Yeah, not with advantage. Okay, 20. So you're going to remember just as well as Reina. The plot is basically there's a king and a queen having a marriage in the background, but they're very secondary characters. Um, Four teenagers who like are in a love, not triangle, but like
That square.
yeah, like square kind of um end up lost in the woods, and basically Oberon, the king of fairies, sends Puck to mess with not just them but also his wife Titania. Puck puts love potions on the eyelids of some of the humans and the queen, but because you fall in love with the first person that you see upon waking up after having that sprayed on your eyes, it actually they don't fall in love with the people that they're supposed to and like accidentally make the whole relationship way more complicated. And Titania ends up dating a human with the face of a donkey, and it's really funny. And then to like when they wrap this up at the end, Oberon has a cure on his person for the love potion, and basically cures everyone of it, and everybody goes back to being in stable relationships. At least I think that's how it happens for the four main characters. So yeah.
Oh,
So there's so like the name of the characters seem to be very similar to people that you're meeting here, and yeah, and some of the events as well. So, what is the party going to do now?
Right. Anyone got an idea why Jonah might be doing this?
Uh,
I
I feel
mean,
like you go.
no, you.
I promise you, mine wasn't going to make much sense. You go.
Oh, it doesn't make sense that Jonah would have gone this
No.
way so quickly. I mean, we weren't. He didn't leave for that long.
For all his spontaneity, I don't imagine him to be the person that marries strangers.
I mean, we haven't even seen him get a crush on anybody, never mind this.
From what you remember, Titania used to be his boss at the Carnival of Myth and Mystery, so they do have a prior relationship.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Not like
I'd
that.
say
Not like
Sebastian
that you know.
defines that as stranger.
Yeah, I define most of my bosses as strangers.
Yeah.
Could we maybe try to figure out a way to go talk to him?
I mean, if I get close enough, I can do that. Although, no telling how that would go.
Mm,
I mean, I feel like we'd find out a lot about the situation by their reaction to us.
yeah.
Is probably the only problem is if their reaction is hostility.
Maybe if just one of the fastest of us goes, so it's an easy escape.
Hmm.
I mean, might be a good idea.
Here's the thing: the fastest person that I can think of is Graves, because he has Blink, and as a sorcerer, he can teleport into shadowy places. Which means you'd be sending the only player character who's not here to do this. The other option is Sebastian, who can fly.
I can move 120 feet as a bonus action.
Yes, and damaging things as well.
Well, I mean, it's there if they're hostile. That's the whole point of this.
Fair enough.
So, I suppose the question is, do we risk talking to them, or do we try and sneak up and get a conversation in with Jonah?
We don't know how Jonah's going to react if we sneak up, talk to Jonah. If he's not in his
Indeed.
right mind, he may alert everybody.
Yeah, but
That's
that would
nice.
definitely be the easiest way to find out if something was wrong.
And if he's not in his right mind, we can assume they have hostile intentions.
Hmm.
If I go in, I don't have a way to get Jonah out of there.
I don't particularly do either, I'll be honest.
But anyway, that's
if he's not
stealthy.
willing.
No,
Yeah, there's
no
that too.
stealthy way.
Hmm.
Guess we could knock him out.
Yeah. Saves from him alerting anyone.
True.
I suppose that still relies on us getting close enough to an awfully cheery couple.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, there's also the matter of hand of King Annabeth. Maybe she has some way. I mean, she was able to escape them once.
That's a fair point. With how many dogs there are around, I'm not sure how great we're going to be at escaping.
Indeed.
Normal dogs are good enough at tracking. Those look like they'd be better at that.
We do have a relatively quick escape route in the form of the portal, however.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And if need be, we could even use that as a funnel.
Wait. Moving from one garden to the other still requires the portal requirements to pass through. And we do not have time to use the Staff of Pilgrims because that has a long cast time, right?
Yeah.
I think cast in action, right?
Casting is an action. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. Activating, opening the portal is an action.
Oh, is it just an action? Nice.
Yeah, it's just an action.
Yeah, it's fairly quick.
So that is definitely an option we could employ if need be.
Definitely. Brenda, do you know if they could do anything to pass through the portals as quickly?
They probably could, I would assume.
Probably yes. But
Which
I
is
don't know
why-
for certain.
Sorry.
What is the requirement for that garden again?
On your way in, the requirement was to shed a drop of blood.
True, but if we're going back to the other garden, isn't that lungs full of water?
Yes.
How are you going to do that in a desert?
With great effort, I imagine.
Well, at least we know unless they do have something specifically to get through portals without the requirement, it's going to take them a while.
And yes,
Yeah.
in either case, it still allows us to use it as a funnel. Because I doubt all of those dogs could cross over at once if the other edge was, well, occupied.
True, we do have means of making an area pretty deadly.
Yeah.
So what are we going into this as a snatching ground?
I do believe we should attempt contact with Jonah first, just to see if it can be resolved peacefully, but we should definitely be prepared for potential hostilities.
Could you try talking to him?
If I can get close enough, sure.
Do you think that would need a distraction?
Where is he at the moment?
He is 105 feet away from you.
Yes, probably, since I'd need to be within roughly 12 meters.
Has Tatiana met any of us before?
Titania?
Titania, yeah. You you saw her with Oberon, like handling the circus, basically.
That's fine. In which case, do you want me to just go and try and see how they react to me and just say that I'm looking for Jonah while you try and sneak the other way to talk to him?
If you're up for it, it might be dangerous on your behalf, but still.
I can run.
Fair enough.
Plus, if I do run, consider that a signal, because it's pretty loud.
Hmm.
That is true.
Fair enough.
All right. So, Senna, you're going to walk towards the camp. Make a general persuasion check to appear diplomatic on your way in, and
Oh my god.
Oh,
ooh, they don't even you see that they check looking you up and down whether you have weapons. They don't pat you down. They don't realize that your belt is actually
He's glowing.
oh, you you activated your blood rights before heading into
Yeah,
this.
before we came in.
I mean,
So
fancy
my
fulfillment,
belt
right?
is glowing.
I guess they don't see with the desserts brightness. So yeah, you approach one of the knights, yells at you, who goes there, and you're going to give advantage to Sebastian for his stealth check. Sebastian,
Brilliant.
make a stealth check for me.
Hey,
20.
What is this
Wow.
session?
This is a great start, folks. Cool. So while they're distracted, Sebastian, you're able to make your way to behind this tent right here, while their focus is on Senna, bringing you within 50 feet of Jonah.
yeah. Gonna have to get closer though.
Okay. Yeah. Jonah and Titania actually head back into the tent.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool.
Once they're inside, I'm probably just gonna ever so faintly peek under the lining to just be able to see Jonah and then contact him.
Okay, so you need to have line of sight. You open the
It's just lifting up the downfold of the tent ever so faintly.
all right, you got it. Cool. Back to Senna. The knight asks you, state your purpose.
Oh, hey, I was just looking for my friend. I think he got lost and came through the portal. So I just followed the tracks and ended up here.
Uh, all right, wait here. We will tell the queen of your presence, and this person's gonna like head in there. The other knight is like keeping an eye on you with the other dogs. A few of the other elves in the camp notice your presence. Cool. As the knight comes in to the tent, you see that
Yep.
she says, "Queen Titania, there is another human who has trespassed into the garden. She says she's looking for her friend. Should we hunt her?" And Titania is gonna like think for a second and
Who is this? Who is this person?
uh, the knight looks at you for a second and does not answer your question.
Rude.
Yeah. Titania is going to say, a friend of yours. No, don't do anything harmful to them. If they wish to speak to Jonah, bring them in. Sebastian, you
Yes.
overhear all of this, and you have a little bit of time while this is happening to.
Whilst they're talking,
yeah.
Jonah's probably going to hear said, 1, don't look around. 2, hi. What's going on with you?
Jonah,
Sebastian?
you feel as though this situation is very normal. You just are passionately in love.
Again, you
Yeah.
need but think your answers and I will hear them.
Got it.
Hmm. So, what's going on? Why are you marrying this person?
Aren't I supposed to get married?
You had given us no such inclination beforehand. How long have you been planning to get married to this person?
Question: how long has it been?
I think it's been
In my
like,
mind.
yeah, in your mind it's been 35 minutes, but boy, what a 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we are planning on. We're getting married, and we just started planning 35 minutes ago.
I see, and that seems perfectly normal to you.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, I'm not one to shy away to judge you for your preferences, but I didn't take you for that spontaneous of a passion.
Uh,
Do you remember being in love with this person prior to this? Let's say before you left the garden?
Make an intelligence saving throw, and you have advantage because you are because you have advantage against charmed feature. Exactly.
oh wait.
Advantage? Roll again.
No, it's a thing about the whole.
Oh yeah, the inside of this garden you don't roll with advantage. You get you get a plus
14.
3. Ooh, by the way,
It's a 14.
yeah, real quick. It's been 9 minutes since I rolled, so the breath of Sagittarius is going to activate in this moment. During this so rolls that have advantage now roll 3 dice and select the best one. Rolls that have disadvantage now roll 3 dice and pick the worst one. This effect lasts for 1 turn and triggers every 1d12 minutes. During this time, the aura of Sagittarius is inactive. Horns of the hunt are heard all around the garden, along with the sound of many creatures panting and running out of breath for their lives. So
Oh,
like
so I get another chance. Two chances?
you're actually going to be rolling 3 dice in this moment, because you had advantage. Oh hell yeah, natural 20. Hell yeah.
Okay,
So yeah,
just making sure.
Jonah, yeah, you distinctively remember like not having not having romantic thoughts for Titania in the past. Like you can see that like there's a like there's something illogical about this, but your emotions but you're certain that like that it's like not Titania's fault, you know, like that it's just a misunderstanding in your mind. The guard headed back out and says to Senna,
Hmm. Would
follow me.
I know?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna say to I'm gonna speak into my mind. Oh dear, I think I was it something I drank.
Probably.
We do not know.
cool.
Okay, while she's
Have you
focusing
drank
on that.
anything recently?
Hmm?
Have you drank anything recently?
Yeah, I had some water from Titania.
Hmm.
Um, uh, Sebastian, I would like for you to make another stealth check for me.
I presume the thing has passed.
The what?
Sagittarius.
Oh yeah, it only lasts for a single round, so yes, it has.
A
passed.
4.
All right. The one of the blink dogs you hear bark in the distance, and barks a second time right next to you. And like
Oh dear.
immediately a few of the guards are going to like start coming over. Snake! There's a human sneaking around the queen's tent.
1, I'm not a snake. 2,
Huh?
calm down.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
All right.
You tell them.
16.
All right. Overhearing your voice from inside of the tent, Titania says, "Oh, that's Sebastian. I've met him already. He's fine. Bring him in here. If you have other friends up and about, you can tell them that they're very welcome to the wedding."
The wedding?
Yes. Yes, wedding. Yes.
So like the guards are like the knights have a little bit of a moment of like, you were definitely up to something sneaking around, but the queen's or like says you're okay. So they kind of like sheath their weapons, grab hold of the blink dogs, and are going to let you go.
He's going to walk casually around the tent.
Okay.
And as he's sending a telepathic message to the others. So apparently the queen's welcomed us inside. Decide on your own if you want to come or not.
Hi, Sebastian.
Hi.
Reina. We can say that Graves is staying behind with Clochette and like serving as a sort of backup team should anything go awry. Do you want to join the rest of the party, or do you want to stay hidden and ready to act for now?
I'll go meet with the rest of the party.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to check up on Annabelle as well?
Yeah. The knights see you arrive, clear it with the queen pretty quickly, and usher you in. All of you are able, as you walk in, to see Annabeth Mistletoe is like you see that like she uh um she is sitting, looking a little bit despondent. She sees you, and she's going to like do a small wave. But she does not smile. It doesn't. She seems to be in a sad mood at the moment. Cool. All of the party. Actually, Titania is gonna head out of the tent and meet you all up front. Welcome, friends of Jonah. It's been such a long time. Jonah here was just telling me about some of the wild adventures that you've been going on, and
Yep.
oh my, they to hear of those dangers that you were in makes my heart beat even faster.
I see.
Welcome to my little camp. It's excellent that you are here now. One of you can walk Jonah down the aisle. How, Jonah? You were just telling me
Yep.
about the story of how your ears grew. It was in Nox, right? What was it that happened to you?
Yes. Yes. First off, I died. Then I got revived, and my ears were pointed.
Death. Interesting.
Why
So,
so? Why so?
Well, uh, um, we've only known of a single way to make elves in the past, and that was to have them be born or conceived inside of a garden, which is why our numbers are rather limited. But knowing that there is another way to make it happen is fascinating. Um, I am so happy that you're here. Jonah, I
Yep.
know we didn't really have time for any engagement and things like this. It's all been going by so quickly. But I have a gift for you.
Oh.
You see that she is going to calls something that's going to trot in from one of the tents, and this is
What the fuck?
this is what
Oh dear.
this is what it looks like.
I'm very afraid.
It's so pretty.
I know it's pretty, and I'm scared.
Um,
I'm so scared that it's so pretty.
I'm gonna chase you to Hall of the Mountain King.
So basically, this the Deer of Tunes is going to count like a familiar, and if you're using bardic magic to cast a spell, you can cast it through them like you would a familiar.
Okay.
So you see this little centaur comes over, starts playing a little bit of violin music for you, takes a bow, and yeah, is just going to like walk alongside you and listen to whatever you say.
I did not expect this.
You
Curious.
did not expect a present on our uh, wedding day. Ah, you don't.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my love.
Oh,
Uh,
it's quite all right. It all came about so suddenly. Uh, uh, I didn't even know that I would see you today, so I didn't. Um, so I understand if you don't have anything prepared. Although there is one thing
I,
that I would like.
uh, anything for you?
I would like my brother Oberon to walk me down the aisle at our wedding. Would you be a dear and ask your friends to go uh, um, find him for me?
Where exactly is he?
Oh, he's made camp on the other side of the oasis, near the canyon.
Hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, Carter.
Forgive me for asking.
Ah.
Forgive me for asking, but Queen Titania,
Yes.
I'm genuinely curious about the reasons people act and behave in the way they do, so forgive me if it sounds rude to ask, but why does it drew you to Jonah?
Was it? What is it? What?
That drew you to Jonah?
Oh, well, uh, um, when he used to work at the carnival, I uh, f- I didn't really think of him like this because he was an employee and also uh, um, sort of clumsy getting into all of those accidents. But he's grown so much since the last time I've talked to him, and it's really changed my perspective on him. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I see. Right.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not even gonna ask if she's bullshitting me. I know she's bullshitting me.
I mean, you can roll insight.
I mean, yes, but
Yeah.
for the answer, it's obvious enough.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
18.
Uh, um, yeah. You can like she's playing with words. And you say that like when she says he's grown so much, you see that like her eyes dart real quick to his ears. She does not mean that his personality has grown necessarily, and that's what's attractive to her. It's the fact that his ears are now long and pointy.
Hmm.
Gross.
Right. Well,
I uh, 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 I understand that all of you are very busy people, and that you uh, have things to do after the wedding is over. Uh, uh, do you? Um, you should know that the gates leading out of the Garden of the Wild Hunt only work for people who have not partaken in any food from this garden. You know, that old fairy rule of not eating the food of it by fairies. That's where that comes from. Uh,
Hmm.
the only exception to this is that someone with royal authority of one of the Elven courts can simply command the portal to open and let them pass. And Jonah and Annabelle were so thirsty after running around in the desert for a few hours. I provided them with water. They
Hmm.
so once this
Understand.
wedding is done, Jonah will have the authority to grant all of you passage out of here. But until then, I'm afraid that the alternative is waiting 10 days for all of the water and food that he's drank to leave his body. And if he is able to survive, then he'll be able to leave.
Oh.
Nice way to play around with, well, guarantees, I guess.
Yep. Yep.
You mind then, after the wedding, us sticking around?
Oh, of course not. You're most welcome in in these parts. Any friend of Jonah's is a friend of mine.
Oh.
Does that seem even vaguely true?
Make a perception check. Send out with not with advantage, but with a +3 instead.
May I roll as well?
Perception or insight?
Perception. In this case. Yeah. Both like Reina and Senna, you've both noticed that there's a couple of holes in Bandit's clothes.
In Joe.
Jonah's clothes that are consistent with arrow wounds that got patched up with some bandages. And Reina, you noticed that on Annabeth as well going in. And you've only seen two kinds of people with bows, either Puck or the knights shot at them earlier today. So maybe any friend of Titania, any friend of Jonah's is a friend of Titania's. It is the case now. It might not have been a few hours ago.
How did these happen? And she'd cast mending on the holes. Well, the repair, just so it doesn't, to kind of point them out a bit more.
Oh, small hunting accident. You know how those things go. Somebody hides in a bush, gets confused for the prey, gets shot. Fortunately, we had all of the means to take care of his wounds and make sure no infection came of it.
Yep. Is Jonah still connected to Sebastian?
Yes.
Yes.
Jonah says in his mind. Yeah, they were chasing Annabeth. I kind of interrupted them, and they shot at me.
Right.
They apparently stopped attacking when they stopped being blinded. She stopped the attack when she saw me. Don't know why. It's still confusing.
Annabeth was the prey?
From the looks of it, it's because she is in love with your ears, Jonah.
In your mind, Jonah, that is what makes the most logical sense, yes. All right,
Okay,
well, I have dresses to try, and you know what they say: the husband is not supposed, the groom is not supposed to see the bride before the wedding. So I think you should be on your way to
Okay.
invite my
So
brother
we-
over.
We should probably take him with
So-
us then, shouldn't we, to
Uh,
avoid any such accidents?
Absolutely. Uh, uh, take your time. We still have lots of preparations to do over here.
Yep.
But some of my nights are off hunting and roasting what we will be eating at the ceremony.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Well,
Yep.
we shall depart then.
Yep. I will bring your brother here as best as I can. I'll make sure to bring your brother.
Thank you. As your yeah the party, yeah, does the party do anything else as you are leaving?
How
It might
close
be
can
on-
I get to Annabelle by just casually walking out?
Sorry, you can see her. What do you want to do?
How close can I get her by making the like casual walk out, kind of?
If you don't mind walking like towards her instead of instead of like back the way you came, then you could get pretty close.
No, probably not gonna do it for now. Not gonna raise suspicion that I'm here for anything else.
Okay.
Well, which direction do we need to go to? Find her
So the
brother?
oasis is north, and Oberon apparently set up camp on the other side of the oasis.
Oh,
Okay.
Cool. Do your characters all have water sacks written in your inventory?
Yeah.
Hold on. I do have a water skin.
Cool.
No.
All right.
I do. I'll
Yeah.
share mine with Sebastian.
Just realizing that I had a water skin.
All right, you are going to share yours with Sebastian, so I need both Senna and Sebastian to make a constitution saving throw, but you have advantage. The others don't need to
plus
make
3.
Hmm? Oh
So
yeah, so
25.
plus 3. So Sebastian, you are you're fine thanks to the water that Senna provides you. Senna, you start to get lightheaded and dizzy from walking through this like hot desert. Um, the bone dust gets like caught up in your throat, makes you cough. You are going to let's see. Yeah, you're going to take 1 point of exhaustion on your way there because of how dehydrated you are. Everybody who has a water skin, your water skin is now. Oh, actually, hold on. What am I saying? You're going through the oasis with this water. So you have the choice, Senna. You can either drink the water of this place and be stuck here just like Jonah is for until Royal lets you out, or you can take a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'll just take the exhaustion.
Okay, got it.
I rolled a 6 as well.
No, you have a
You're
water
not
skin.
rolling.
So you
right.
don't need to roll. I'm only making people who don't have the water skins, or who are sharing a water skin roll. Reina, did you have a water skin?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So your water skins are now empty. The whole time that you are walking, the Deer of Tunes is going to be playing the strings along its body.
I probably will just be like, okay, this is new, but okay. As I'm playing like my guitar, just like playing a Let's try to play a duet.
The Deer of Tunes is going to be like accompanying the whatever music you're doing, and actually gives you advantage on your performance check. Jonah, please make a performance roll.
Sure. Oh, yeah, it's not supposed to be at advantage, but I still got 20 because it's left side, but
Yeah.
it'd be, no, wait.
23. It would be 23 with the help from the Deer of Tunes. So yeah, the two of you make an excellent marching melody for the group for the 2 hours that it takes for you to like go around this large oasis. When you arrive at the camp, you are going to be welcomed by a strange sight. As the party arrives,
Oh, the Devas. Devas?
No, the Devas have wings on their back. These are actually different tokens from the Devas.
Fuck.
Give me 1 second. There we go. Copy the party. Cool. So, I don't know if you are arriving stealthily or not.
Help me with that thin plan music.
Huh?
We have music. We're not stealthy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. So, what you are going to see is okay. So hold on. If I want to make this visible, I gotta put it in another place real quick. You are going to see a troop of what appears to be fighters, knights, that are bustling around, following Oberon's orders. They have armors and weapons that look like they are made out of flowing blood. This is what they look like.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn.
You see that like Puck and Oberon are like you see that like Puck is standing behind. Oberon is like directing them, and so like you see that they're doing this very complex thing where they seem to be reenacting a scene. Oberon has his eyes closed, and he says, and like there's basically like one of the guards has like 2 large fans held like wings that is beating them, and Oberon says, yes, it was that sound. All right. There was also the clashing of steel, and like you see a couple of other of the berserkers are like imitating the sound of a fight. Oberon, like still with his eyes closed, is going to say, "That's right." And also the beating drum, and there was a river flowing beneath our feet, and so like a couple of the berserkers are going to like basically spill their water skins to create the sound of rustling water at his feet. And Oberon turns back to the guard who has the 2 fans that is making like flapping sound, and says, "Yes, and now the shriek and the splash." And you see the guard is going to do their best to like do a sort of like monster sound, accompanied by them throwing their water skin at Oberon, splashing him, and he says, yes, what is missing? What is it that's missing? And you see that like he opens his eyes. I need everyone to roll insight.
Okay.
This is thematically perfect that Reina and Jonah are the ones who rolled high. This scene is not gonna ring a bell to Sebastian and Senna, but Reina and Jonah, you remember all of those sounds. It was a fight that you participated in with a river flowing beneath the bridge, a flapping creature with a watery breath. This is the sounds that you were hearing when you were dying in Nox.
What? This sounds familiar.
Not to me.
No, I don't recognize it.
Obviously, you all wouldn't.
All right.
Captain
Yeah,
Matt
it was
right
during
now.
when we died.
Oh, that's curious.
And like the only difference really is that like Jonah, the only difference that you are able to perceive is that instead of stopping the one of the berserkers is like sounding drums, pum 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 pum, and it sounds like a beating heart, but you remember it stopping. And Oberon opens his eyes, sees the party, and says, "What, visitors?
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me. We're in the middle of something." And like you see that like Puck walks over and says, "Sir, this is the people I was telling you about. Sir, it's Jonah. His ears have grown." And like you see that like Oberon is going to like say, "Huh, well, that is very interesting. I'm still I let's focus on one thing at a time, all right?"
What exactly are you trying to do here?
I have a recurring dream that's mostly just sounds. I'm trying to piece together what happens in it. But there's one thing that's missing.
Just look at John and Reina.
The stopping of the drums.
Like there's a pause, and Oberon says, "It's right. It's right. How did you know?"
Because I felt it. I felt it as well.
Let's do it again. You stop playing the drums on my mark. Get back into position. All right, everybody, refill your water skins. So like you see a few of the like berserkers are going to like lean down in this desert, trying as best as they can to refill their water skins. You see that like they haven't really set up a camp, and it seems they've been doing this activity for a while, and they're like gonna start reenacting it again. What is the party going to do?
Well, this is kind of surprising and confusing.
Why?
I mean, he wasn't there when we he wasn't exactly there when we died.
And our dreams of Stranger Times really that odd to us at this point?
True, very true.
So like,
And I will say, if one of them seems to be struggling, Sebastian is probably making a show of goodwill by essentially using shape water. He's collected the water from the sand and aid in recovering it to its water skin.
Nice. They do look like they're struggling. As you shape water to help them, like you refill one of their water skins. The person just gets up, like the mask of blood, completely expressionless, doesn't nod at you or acknowledge that a spell just happened, and just gets back into position to serve Oberon. They seem more like automatons than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Make a note of it, not really say anything.
Okay. All right.
Hello there. You're
My
nice to
name,
meet you.
my name is Buck. Nice to meet you. You're Jonah, yes?
Yeah.
You're the clumsy man from the carnival.
How do you know that?
Well, uh, I'm the one who scouted you out. One day Oberon asked me to find a clumsy magician to perform at the Carnival of Myth and Mystery for a few years, and then he found you, and you picked up his medallion from the floor. Stole it, actually.
Oh, yeah. Still sorry about that.
You got
raised
into so many accidents that the clown doctor and clown nurses had to patch you up almost every single day for the few years that you worked there. You took so many blood transfusions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lingers with an eyebrow raised.
Wait, blood transfusions? Usually I just get bandaged.
Oh no, you lost blood sometimes. At least
Pray
that's what.
tell, whose blood transfusions did he usually get?
Well, given that his ears are getting a little bit pointier, and that they're hearing the same thing, I would think that the answer is pretty obvious.
Yes. It's just not good to have confirmed.
What?
Well, your boss was generous enough to donate blood to the clown tent. It's Oberon's blood that were in the transfusions.
Excuse me for a moment. What?
Well,
I did a dry spit take and just like. Yeah, I just did a.
Do realize what's going on right now.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear what either of you said.
Jonah did a dry spit take and just said, "What?"
Got it.
You do realize what's going on, Jonah, don't you?
Now that I apparently have Oberon's blood in me,
You've been out there this whole time, back in the real world for longer than a day. Elves, when they leave the gardens, are supposed to lose all of the years that are that they've gained in the gardens by being outside. But you, the blood of Oberon lives in you despite the fact that you have lived there for entire days, which means, it's fantastic. Lord Oberon is gonna be able to have a foothold on Earth now. I just, well, when he clears his mind, right now he's a little bit preoccupied with this strange dream of his. Any
Yes, it's
idea
a very
what?
interesting phenomena.
Hmm?
It's a very interesting phenomena, that one.
Yes, you were talking about it earlier. I saw your lips moving.
Do you take
Well,
the
it's
observant feat?
nice to start with.
Sorry.
That's out of character, Jonah. I'm not going to tell you if he has the observance feat. Yes, and this, what did Sebastian say?
Well, it's not my secret to divulge, so
Well, whose is it?
just smile.
I'm going to roll insight against you.
Hey.
8. So,
Yeah, no.
okay. Is that Queen Titania's Deer of Tunes? That was a gift from.
Yeah, apparently she gave it to me.
Part of the reason why we're here, in fact. Once Oberon is free.
Well, he's gonna have to solve his little mystery. Does this have to do with the wedding that was being planned?
Yeah.
Puck runs back towards Oberon and is gonna whisper something in his
Giant puck.
is going to run back over towards Oberon, in kind of interrupting the scene as Oberon is saying, "Yes, those are exactly the sounds, but what does it mean?"
Yeah, it's very.
Sebastian just looks amused.
Cool.
I'm more shocked that
Puck goes over and says something to Oberon, and you have Oberon starts yelling. He's gonna do what? Berserkers, kill him! And he points to Jonah. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Well,
I
can't
think
stay
I'm
much
also
longer.
disadvantage on this because I wasn't paying attention.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
So I've got -3 to mine.
Sebastian is apparently paying attention.
Oh, I didn't click on mine.
I will say I will need to go in a very short bit, however, so
You will need to go in
like 5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes? Okay. In this case, I think we're gonna roll initiative and call it for
Here.
today.
No.
Wait, what's
turn
happening?
is in the no one's turn is in the initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
There
And
we
now
go.
all of them are in the initiative. Excellent. Cool.
Yeah. See you next week.
Yeah.
Even the turn order looks cool.
Yeah, Sebastian, you're gonna be the first to act. You don't know why, but Oberon has just decided to start a fight with your party. Clochette is not gonna be a part of the fight.
Sure.
Yeah, fine.
she's just going to like
What about Cock?
I'm still at 10 HP.
Well,
and Puck doesn't have enough HP to like make it through a big fight. Puck is just going to hide as well. So you have like Clochette.
I have 10 HP, so I'm not.
we'll see how that goes next week.
Yeah, like you should have told someone who could heal you a little bit earlier, probably.
Well,
I-
bye then.
I tried to, but
Bye.